Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Hey You Positive One, where we dive deep into emotions, mindset, and stories that inspire. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that touches all of us at some point: the difference between loneliness and solitude. Why one can break you, and the other can quietly rebuild you. There's a kind of silence that breaks you, and there's another kind that heals you. Sometimes you're alone, and it feels like freedom. Other times, you're alone, and it feels like a prison. Both are moments of isolation. But one is called loneliness. The other is called solitude. At first glance, they look the same. But one leaves you feeling empty, and the other full of strength. In this video, we'll go deep, not just into the difference between loneliness and solitude, but into how one can destroy you, while the other can transform you. Let's start with loneliness. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling alone. You could be in a room full of people, scrolling through hundreds of messages, and still feel like nobody truly knows you. Psychologists describe loneliness as a perceived lack of connection. Not physical, but emotional. It hits when you feel unseen, unheard, or unimportant. And the impact is brutal. Studies show that chronic loneliness can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, and even early death. It triggers the brain's fear center, the amygdala, making us more alert, more anxious, more reactive. It's not just sadness. It's survival mode. Your brain thinks something is wrong and starts to panic. And yet, in today's hyperconnected world, loneliness is a silent epidemic. People are posting, liking, commenting, but behind the screen, they feel more invisible than ever. Now let's look at solitude, the peaceful twin of loneliness. Solitude is when you're physically alone, but emotionally full. It's when the noise of the world fades away, and you start hearing your own voice again. In solitude, you're not escaping others. You're reconnecting with yourself. Great minds across history knew the value of solitude. Nikola Tesla once said, "Be alone, that is the secret of invention." Virginia Woolf wrote that a room of one's own was essential to think freely. Buddha, Jesus, Gandhi, all spent periods of solitude to find clarity. Because solitude is not loneliness. It's self-discovery. It's where your thoughts slow down, your creativity rises, and your emotional wounds begin to quietly heal. So how do you know what you're feeling? Ask yourself this: do I feel disconnected or reconnected? Am I craving someone to fix this emptiness, or enjoying this time to reflect? If being alone makes you feel abandoned, left out, or lost, that's loneliness. But if it makes you feel centered, peaceful, and energized, that's solitude. Loneliness makes you feel like something is missing. Solitude makes you realize that nothing is. Let's go deeper. Where does loneliness really come from? Sometimes it's triggered by external events. A breakup, losing a friend, moving to a new city. But often, the roots are internal. You might be surrounded by people, but if you don't feel understood, or if you feel like you're constantly pretending to be someone else just to fit in, that loneliness starts growing inside. It also comes when we forget who we are, when we disconnect from our own values, passions, or purpose. Loneliness isn't just about others leaving. Sometimes, it's about you leaving yourself. Solitude, on the other hand, is a choice. It's a space where no one else's voice drowns out your own. It's where ideas are born, where healing begins, where clarity rises. In solitude, you're not waiting for someone to rescue you. You become your own rescue. You learn to enjoy your own company, to sit with discomfort, and grow stronger through it. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world practice intentional solitude. Writers who disconnect to create. Entrepreneurs who step back to reflect. Artists who find their truth in silence. Solitude is not a punishment. It's a gift, if you know how to use it. Here's the most important part. What if you're currently stuck in loneliness? Can you turn it into solitude? Yes. And here's how. 1. Accept what you're feeling. Don't run. Don't numb it with distractions. Say it, I feel lonely. That honesty opens the door to healing. 2. Shift the meaning. Instead of saying, "I'm alone," say, "This is my space. This is my time to reconnect." 3. Do something creative or reflective. Write, walk, meditate, journal. Even 10 minutes a day builds emotional muscle. 4. Don't chase people. Connect deeply. Loneliness can't be solved by more followers. It's solved by real, soulful connections, even with just 1 or 2 people. 5. Rebuild your inner dialogue. Talk to yourself kindly. Be your own best friend. You don't need the whole world to see your light. You need you to stop hiding it. So remember this. Loneliness is the pain of being disconnected. Solitude is the power of being reconnected. Both involve being alone. But one is a wound, and the other a weapon. Use your silence. Embrace the stillness. And you'll discover you were never truly alone. You just hadn't met yourself yet. If this video made you feel seen, give it a like. Share it with someone who might be silently hurting. And subscribe for more motivational stories like this. Because your mind deserves peace, your heart deserves strength, and your soul deserves company, even if it's just your own.